Your co-host now? Yeah.
Sorry, I joined late. My iPad had died.
No problem, Lachey. Can you mute?
It keeps dying even though it's on the charger.
Got it. All right, welcome to class, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. Sorry for the delay. I do apologize. I was caught up in my other class. So, I have our Pear Deck lesson for today. I'm just going to put it up, and we can get started. Okay, guys, I'm going to share my screen, and please join the Pear Deck on the board. On the screen. Please join the Pear Deck. The code is on the screen. Okay, got one person connected. Thank you very much. Two students. Okay, I'll wait till a few more of us are in. If you're having any issues, just let me know. Excellent. 7 of you guys in here. Thank you very much. Once one or two more of you join, we'll get started. You guys excited to be back on Monday?
Yes, I'm excited.
Good. Chaslin says yes too. Yeah, I'm excited to have you guys back. All right, let's begin. All right, so our learning objective today is that we will explore multimedia resources to learn about the establishment and role of the first English colonies. So for our do now, let's annotate this a bit. Students will explore multimedia resources. What do you think I mean by multimedia resources?
We're going to be looking at different stuff like articles and videos and other ways to get information.
Exactly that, Aiden. Very good. You'll see the independent work today is you'll have the option to watch a video or read an article and then you'll show your understanding. So we're going to look at multimedia resources and learn about the establishment and role of the first English colonies. Thank you, Lachey. So establishment and role. What do you think they mean by establishment? The establishment of a colony. Is that Aiden with your hand up? Okay, Aiden, go for it.
I think they mean like the beginning, the startup when they were building it up at first.
Yes, exactly. The startup and the building it up. So someone else, what do you mean when you say role? The role of the first English colonies. Mariah, thank you.
The role is basically the job that you have to do.
Nailed it.
Since you're part of the since you're part of the what's it called again? Since you're part of the community. I forgot to say.
Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, for being a part of the community. So we'll see what their role as the first colonies were built. We'll see what role they played in building in the further development of the colonies. What great start, guys. All right, so little reflection on previous information we've learned. So We already know Christopher Columbus, representing Spain, that's where he came from, was one of the first, or the first Europeans to start a new colony in a place that has been dubbed the New World. Probably remember that from Pocahontas, the phrase New World. So, Aiden, is that a hand up? Okay. Again, Columbus arrived in the Caribbean, but throughout the period of Spanish colonization, expanded over a lot of land, including in the Caribbean, much of North America, half of South America, and most of Central America. Today and further on this week, we're going to look at the first and earliest settlements that formed this quote-unquote New World. And McEnroe, feel free to jump in with any information if you feel is necessary. Okay, so we'll start with this video, and I want you guys to think as we're watching what made this settlement that we're about to learn about, Jamestown, successful. First, where have we heard the word Jamestown before? Who remembers?
Oh, I know.
Yes, Mariah, kick it off.
Blood on the River.
Thank you very much. Emeka, what do you remember about Jamestown?
It was like a place, they made it it was near Native Americans, they traded with them, and the Native Americans helped them and gave them stuff, but then they betrayed the Native Americans and killed them and took over.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah. So if for those who remember, Jamestown was where it was part of the setting of Blood on the River. Thank you very much, Emeka and Mariah. All right. So again, we're gonna watch this video. Oh, Lachey, yeah, you remember too. We're gonna watch this video, and I want you guys to record in Pear Deck. What do you think made Jamestown successful when the two previous settlements failed? So we're just going to take a quick look into what you'll be exploring more after.
Explorers discovered America in the 1400s, and they came back saying there was a lot of land and gold there. European countries soon went back and claimed land for their own. More land meant more power. England wanted more power, so they sent settlers to America to set up a colony. The first two colony attempts failed. Settlers tried to settle Roanoke, and the first time they came home because they had a hard time farming and surviving the winter. The second time, settlers tried to make a life in Roanoke, but after a supply ship returned to America, they discovered the settlers had mysteriously disappeared, and it still remains a mystery to this day. The third and only successful attempt was Jamestown, which was in the area we now know as Virginia. The area they settled was named Jamestown after King James I in England, who gave the Virginia Company of London the charter to settle in the New World. Settlers chose the area of Jamestown for its deep waters for docking their ships and fresh water for fishing. It was also a good location for fighting off the American Indians if they needed to. The settlers of the Virginia Company of London landed on May 14, 1607. There were 104 people, just men and boys. There were blacksmiths, bricklayers, some carpenters, 2 surgeons, and laborers. The first thing they did
just maybe take note or think about all the different types of jobs people had in this colony. You know, as you're building a new world, a new society, think about all the roles that have to be filled. All right, let's continue.
Was built a fort with 3 watchtowers. Inside the fort, they built a church, storehouse, and houses. After building a place to live, they set out to look for gold. The gold was supposed to be a source of trade for the settlers so they could get supplies from England for building their lives in America. But unfortunately, they found none. Then they tried making glass and silk and milling lumber, but none of these proved to be very fruitful. While they were trying to find a way to make money, many of the colonists died. By January 1608, only 38 out of the 104 men and boys were still alive. Many died from illness or hunger. That same month, the fort and most of their supplies burned in a fire. The colonists decided to try to make friends with the Powhatan Indians, but things didn't go too well. Their best hope was when Captain John Smith became friends with a Powhatan woman named Pocahontas. In spite of the friendship, the colonists and the Powhatan never quite trusted each other. The story of Jamestown is one of survival. There was a lot of struggle, but over a few years they found success. The settlement didn't go as planned, but it still began English rule in America.
All right. So is anybody willing to share, even if they didn't write it down, it's okay. What stood out to you in the video? What do you think made Jamestown successful when other colonies failed? All right, Aiden, thank you for the participation again. Start us off, please.
I think that Jamestown was successful because one, they had a lot of roles, so they had a lot of people working on stuff, which could help them grow, and also because they were able to build a type of relationship with the Native Americans. Like,
Sorry, my iPad had died.
Okay, thank you, Lachey, no problem. Okay, no problem. Aiden, continue. Anything else?
You didn't hear me?
No, I was just making sure
no.
you had more. That was perfect. Thank you for that. Love that you mentioned how they built their relationship. That was great. All right, someone else chime in, please. Julian, maybe? What are you thinking? Oh, and then Mariah, I see your hand up. So Mariah, go for it, and then Julian, please have a response.
I think maybe what made Jamestown successful was the roles that people had been established in Jamestown, and that they could basically build up a great relationship with the Native Americans because they would trade and yeah, that's it.
Great. So Mariah, I'm going to push you a little further. Why do you think building a relationship with Native Americans would be so important in building a new society?
I think building a relationship with the Native Americans is very important to the society because I think that maybe there wouldn't be any wars and maybe the society could stay, peaceful and there would be no fighting or and there wouldn't be any people who wanted to take over the whole place because it would be
Very, very thoughtful response. Yeah. With European colonization, it led to a lot of wars and battles. But yeah, working together is a way more productive thing to do. Thank you. Anyone else want to respond? Julian, I know I called you before. Did you want to go?
My volume was low, so I only caught one thing.
Okay, what'd you catch?
They said that they had good water, like deep water for fishing. That's what they said?
Excellent. So why would that be so pivotal in building a society?
It'll be important because it'll allow them to eat more and stay alive longer.
Yeah, excellent. Having food, you need to have that for a functioning society. All right, so let's move on to the next slide. Oops, sorry. One more thing. I figured this might be a fun discussion to have before the independent work. All right. Now that settlements were beginning to be built, I want us to think a little bit deeper. And think about what we just watched in the video. What do you think it takes to build a successful new colony? What are the first things that you think a society needs to become successful? Let's hear from some new voices, because this is something that you can all have your original thoughts in. Chaslin, I want you to start us off. All right. If you were building a new society, what do you think you would need to be successful? And I'll give you a little example. I think doctors are necessary in a new society, to make sure that we're all healthy and things like that. Julian mentioned that there was deep water. It's good to make sure that there is sources of food, whether it's farming set up or having fishermen to fish. I think that's important in building a new world, a new colony. Anyone want to jump in?
Can I?
Yeah, thank you, Emeka.
I think you would need teachers to teach people how to do things.
Excellent. Why? Okay. Aiden, I see you raised your hand.
I think to start a successful society, I think you need like a steady source of food and they have clean water, and also kind of a political
A political what? Did you say anything after that?
system.
Yeah, okay, we need leadership. I think that's where you're getting at. That's an excellent point, and something that was big with James. As you'll read, that there were certain things that happened in Jamestown with leadership that led to their success. Oh, Gabby, thank you very much. You need a new place to get fresh water, and the land has to be good to grow crops and have wild animals to hunt. Perfect response. Food is, of course, a priority. If you can't gather food, then you cannot build a new world. All right, Christian, do you have any thoughts? What about Sarah? You got any thoughts, Sarah?
There is no government. The government's important because that's able to keep everything in order and make sure everything is running along how it's supposed to.
Thank you very much, Aiden. Lachey, what do you think? Why is it important to have a good government running a society, or good politicians?
Because for like not everybody's the same. If it's bad people, they're gonna use it technically against you.
Very good. We need strong leaders who actually work with us. Can I have one more opinion before we move on to the independent work? Kiana, do you have any thoughts? All right, so let me read Mariah. I think you're going to need to be on an... Okay. Okay, Kiana, thank you for the honest answer. All right, very good. Oh, Christian said his mic won't turn on. All right. If you want to put it in the chat, thank you. Oh, and Emeka said everyone would try to go power crazy if there was no government. Very good. That's good thinking, Emeka. All right, so let's go to the independent part. Okay, so independent activity. So I want you to choose a colony to learn about, and your options are the 3 colonies down here. We have the Roanoke colony, the Jamestown colony, and Plymouth. Oh, thank you, Zaina. I think you need good relations with people. Yeah, very good. Just as Mariah was saying before, people in Jamestown worked with Native Americans, and that helped them establish a functional society, one that was able to actually grow instead of one that ended up failing. All right, so the direction state for your independent activity: choose a colony to learn about, and you are going to respond by filling out the chart to the best of your ability. So you're going to choose a video or one of the 2 articles, and you're going to list either 3 facts. You're going to list 3 facts about this colony. What successes did the colony see, and what failures did the colony see? I just want you to answer to the... Yes.
I can't press the article for Jamestown. I can't press it.
Oh, okay. I will link them then. Thank you for that. So again, the activity, where is this? Okay. Is that you're going to choose one of the multimedia subjects, and and then you will just fill out the information in the chart to the best of your ability, meaning that if you don't answer one of them, it's okay as long as you give it your best effort. Okay, so Aiden, you said the Jamestown article wasn't working?
Yeah, I can't press it. Neither can I press the other ones either.
Okay, thank you very much for that. I'm going to put everything in the chat box. All right, Christian, thank you for letting us know. See, guys, this is like that some of the issues that come along with remote learning. Okay,
that takes us
if you choose to watch the video on Roanoke, I suggest that you end it a little less than halfway through because it's very long and you'll get all the information you need. There's the video, and finally, here's the... What was that?
It says I need a special license so I can see the article for Jamestown.
You should be able to log in with Google because we, as a school, use News ELA, so you should be able to log in. If not, then just either choose Roanoke or choose Plymouth. Okay. I will call us back in about 6 to 7 minutes to share. Do you have a charger by any chance? Okay. Same, I was charging before too. Mm-hmm. 7th, actually. Oh yeah, I've heard. They were good. Who'd you say was that? Who'd you say has a tough time with them? Yeah. I covered for them yesterday. They were really good for me, but it's because I know them from last year, and they were all, like, they cheered when I said I was covering them, like. No, I was covering. No, I was covering for Miss Virgo actually. Yeah. Yes, you were. That was insane. I was like, what? It's a big class too. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's impossible. That's so annoying. Yeah. All right, let's try to share in 3 more minutes. If you do need another 2 minutes after, that's fine.
Yeah, my iPad died again.
Yes, Lachey, I see that you're just getting back in here. Thank you very much.
So what are we doing?
Oh, so we're doing the independent work. I will link you an article to read, and then you just fill out the chart that's on Pear Deck.
Okay.
There you go, Lachey. Mm-hmm. All right. If I would like to share in 1 more minute, if possible. I'll check in a minute. Okay, so let's check on you. Let's see how we're doing. All right, I see a few responses. Is anyone willing to start us off? Again, I wasn't looking for you to fill out the whole chart, just to the best of your ability. All right, Aiden, you go ahead and start us off.
All right, so on 3 facts about the colony. One fact is the strip of land that connected Jamestown to the mainland got flooded because of the high tide. Another fact is all they did was dig up gold. The only reason they went there was to find lots of gold. And another fact is the water in the area where Jamestown was built, it was actually sweet and not salty. And also, successes of the colony, they were able to find lots of gold, and also since it was hard to get into Jamestown, they could build armies there. I wasn't able to find any failures of the colony.
That is no problem at all. That's why I said answers to the best of your ability, in case there's some information that wasn't put there. Thank you so much for starting us off. All right, who else can take over now? Just give me at least one fact. Well, we can get out of here a bit early if we get some good responses. Mariah, go for it.
Can I share 2 facts?
Yeah, as many as you want, but at least one. Yeah.
So, one of my facts is that the Puritans, the English Protestants who believed in purifying churches and Catholicism, founded Plymouth. And my second one is that Plymouth colony lasted for 71 years.
Oh, very good fact. Okay, who else has a response? I would like 2 more, and then we can call it. So I don't know if you guys can hear, but the class next door is going absolutely crazy.
I can hear it.
Yeah. I see a few answers in the chat, in the Pear Deck. Please, guys.
So, hello?
Yes, Emeka, go for it.
Oh, I said Jamestown was good for fighting such defense, and the water was refreshing and sweet when it was cooler. But when it was like warmer, like it would be salty and too salty to drink. And they went there to find gold.
All right. So I know you mentioned they had a good defense. Zaina, why do you think it's important for a colony, such a new colony, to have a good defense system?
Because like if they get under attack, like if they don't have a defense system, they're gonna be completely wiped out.
Very good. Thank you very much. All right, final thoughts. Let's get one more volunteer. Someone be brave and step up.
For Plymouth,
All right, Plymouth. Thank you very much, Julian.
mine's just like really basic though.
Okay, let's hear it though.
They don't like Catholicism, whatever that is.
Catholicism, like being like Catholics. Okay. Did you get any more information? Can you elaborate on why they don't get along?
My background is not really.
Okay, Mariah, help him out. Thank you for that.
I think they don't like Catholicism because they wanted to eliminate all aspects of the religious practices, and they created Plymouth because of the brand of the Protestantism without interference, basically.
All right, thank you very much. And any more final? Did anyone watch the Roanoke video and get anything good or interesting? Because they do have a really crazy story. All right, any final thoughts? Thank you very much, guys. Good lesson. We'll continue our study of the new colonies when y'all are back in person on Monday. All right, have a great weekend. Let's get out of here. All right, thank you guys for
You too.
thank
Have a
Aiden.
great weekend.
Yes, you too, and Aiden and Mariah. Just thank you guys for having the video on all week. We really appreciate it. Have a great everybody. Thank you very much for the work this week. Have a great one, guys. Bye bye.
See you Monday.
Bye.
Bye bye. All right. Now, how do I stop recording?
Let's go get drunk. Not even drink. Yeah, I don't know if I should go next door or just leave.
I kind of want to see what's happening. Yeah.